Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to disassemble this KOER Dragunov SVD. Hi guys, and welcome back. So hopefully you've seen my other videos and content, and if you do enjoy this one and other content, please do like and subscribe because it really does help me out. So today we're going to be disassembling this KOER Dragunov or SVD, which is a clone of the King Arms Dragunov or SVD. Before I do that, I wanted to give an update based on trying to fit the POSP scope or any sort of side mounting for a scope. And what I'm going to say is, when I spin it around, I am not impressed at all. And it looks to me like the top part of this mounting rail is not moulded properly, it's not been cast properly, and it doesn't seem to have the same sort of like inwards spiral. It just seems a bit too flat. So when you're trying to fit, for example, the POSP here, as you can see here, it's just catching on this mounting, so it's probably going to take me a little bit of time to sit and file it down and things like that. I've had a good 40 minutes just trying to mess with it, and same with a normal AK side mount, which I've got here, and the exact same thing happens. As you can see, it's just not going in. The top part just doesn't look properly formed to be able to mount either of those two items, which upsets me because I really wanted to see it with a POSP scope on, because let's face it, nothing says Russian sniper like a Dragunov with a POSP scope on top. It just looks a beast. That said, that's an update. We're going to crack on with our disassembly. So you're mostly going to need sort of hex keys or Allen keys to do this with, in a couple of different sizes, and it's quite easy actually to disassemble this. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this around, get rid of the magazine, clicks out, and we flick this latch down to sort of vertical, and that releases the top cover. Get that out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is these two screws in here, we're going to remove those. So I believe you need, for this, you need a 2mm, a 2.5mm and a 3mm Allen key or hex key, whichever you want to call them. So in terms of upgrading the spring, we're already nearly at that stage, so remove those two screws, keep them safe, and this whole assembly should just push forward. Okay, let's update you on that. So Pheas was a bit of an idiot, never mind. So it wasn't these two screws here, there's actually two screws in the side of this and a third one that I've taken out just for good measure. So this is the screw that sits down in there, similar to the two, and that helps to hold the stock on, but can get in the way of this. Apologise. So this screw came out of here, but can helps to keep the stock on, but can get in the way of this coming out. These two screws sat down either side in here, and it's not those two. Those two just help to keep the stock on. So you then push it forward and angle it up a little bit, and it comes up and out. Make sure you take the springs with you. Lay that down. They're not coming out. So there is your spring. So that's giving you about, and this one it gave me 470 FPS. There's obviously your spring guide and everything. Put that out of the way. So obviously if you wanted to upgrade the spring, that's all you need to do is 2/3 screws, and you can change that out. And then what I'll do is I will lift out, there's the piston, very light. I'm guessing aluminium. That is incredibly light. It's possibly about as light, possibly lighter than an AEG piston. Really light. I'm quite impressed with that. And that's as far as we can take that. Here we've got the barrel assembly. The middle screw there is the hop adjustment tool, but we're going to take out the barrel assembly anyway. And unfortunately, to do that, we have to start down at this end. So first thing we're going to do is find an Allen key small enough to sit in there. Now hopefully I won't have to take it all the way out. So just loosened it up a little bit, and out it come. That was a grub screw in there. Now we've got a little grub screw in here. Again, hopefully I don't have to take it all the way out. I can just loosen it, and I might have to loosen it a bit further. There we go, to get that out of the way. Now that did sit, as you're looking at the gun, that way. So that's the top of the handguard there, there's the sight, and that sat in that orientation. Keep that to one side for later. We should now be able to just pop that clip open and loosen this. I'm going to need a smaller bit. No, even smaller. This one looks like it's a 1mm Allen key. Again, I should just have to loosen that up, and that should then possibly a little bit more. So you have to take the little thing out, forgot about that, and the handguard then will literally just slide off. So there's the handguard. Considering it's plastic, it is pretty damn solid. There's not much flex or bend in that. And then we've got the outer barrel coming to the body. Now there are 2 screws here and 2 screws here, and that will release this whole assembly out once we get those out. So again, I should just have to loosen them and not fully remove them. They are, I will give it to KOER, they are well stuck in there. I can feel it's moving a little bit already, and that assembly, there we go, just comes out. So we're now down to, there's our cylinder assembly, which there is some signs of wear there already on the sear, the trigger sear, to release the piston back forward. Just something to be aware of, I suppose, so we'll get that out of the way. Okay, the hop does move in there, so if we release this screw here, it should then release the barrel and the hop from the rest of the assembly. And there it is. So undoing this one releases the outer barrel, undoing this one releases the hop assembly, and you can see the markings where it's been screwed in. And there is, wow, that is a long barrel. There is the barrel. Not amazing quality, but it is the barrel nonetheless. And can't quite get the angle down there to look down the barrel. It's a little bit mucky, needs a bit of a clean, but the hop does adjust. So there we've fully disassembled our Dragunov SVD. Obviously we need to get this out, and then you can change your spring to upgrade it or downgrade it as you need. We could also get the piston out to work on the piston. Now it does look, you can see already there, hopefully, let's get the camera to focus on that, there we go, there's signs of wear there happening already, which possibly means that before long something possibly might fail. So it is very cheap for these. It possibly could fail quite early on though as well, and possibly need some upgrade parts. So it's probably worth investing in the CO2 kit, just because you're not going to be putting the forces on the internals that you are doing running the spring-based system. That said, we are finishing our disassembly. I'm now going to spend some time reassembling it all. I hope you found this useful. If you have to, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It is free and helps me out. And I will see you next time. Bye.